Canada's temporary immigration system is a disaster. But how did this happen? It's 1966. Jean Marchand, Canada's immigration minister, calls the new migrant worker program Canada is about to create what it is: slave labor rather than freedom. On March 31st of that year, Canada created the Seasonal Agricultural Workers Program, or SOP, a new immigration stream where migrants could come but only work for the employer on their permit. SOP grew quickly, then came workers from the Caribbean and then Mexico. Now, Canada had just removed the most racist elements of the permanent immigration system, so SOP became the new way that racialized workers could be controlled, tied to one employer now and denied rights. Starting in 1973, that logic spread beyond farms into homes, warehouses, and care work. The Temporary Foreign Worker Program was born. Then Canada learned something new. You can tie people without a closed permit. You can tie them with a promise. Work long enough, study long enough, obey long enough, and maybe one day Canada will give you rights. Over the next few decades, many more temporary programs were created, with open permits, but rights still denied. By 2008, more people were now coming on temporary permits than as permanent residents. Throughout this, migrants have always fought back. In 1978, 7 Jamaican care workers were facing deportation and separation from their children. They resisted, and a movement was born. In 2001, dozens of Mexican migrant farm workers walked off the job in Leamington, Ontario, demanding better wages and working conditions. Canada deported them, sparking a new wave of organizing. In the early 2000s, undocumented Algerians in Montreal were facing deportation. They took action, and the Status for All movement was reignited. Last year, care worker members of Migrant Workers Alliance for Change occupied an Immigration Canada building in Toronto, and in New Brunswick, fishery workers took their employer to court. 60 years of exploitation, 60 years of incredible resistance. Now, Liberals and Conservatives call the system new, broken, and out of control, but it's not new. They built it this way. They're scapegoating migrants for a crisis their own policies created. Now, Canada is refusing to renew 2.3 million permits, pushing out 3,000 people daily. Canada's problem is not that there are too many migrants, but that migrants have too few rights. People across the country are turning to food banks, struggling to afford groceries. Who puts food on your table? Migrants do. Tens of thousands of families are waiting for long-term care spots or childcare spaces. Who cares for children and the elderly? Migrants do. Migrants are the solution. 60 years is too long. It's time for change. Status for all.
Migrants are essential. Status for all workers